With his head bowed, 19-year-old Edward Spencer walked into court today knowing his days of freedom would soon be over, knowing that his careless driving had wrecked countless lives. Back in 2023, he'd been driving home from school down this country lane between Gloucestershire and Warwickshire. The speed limit was 40, but he'd been travelling at more than 60 with 3 other schoolmates as passengers. Around a bend, he lost control and veered into an oncoming car.
Edward's speed at the point of taking a bend was too fast for the road conditions. He's an inexperienced driver. He'd had his licence for about 5 weeks prior to the incident, and undoubtedly his inexperience will have influenced the decisions that he made on that day.
16-year-old Tilly Seckham and 17-year-old Harry Purcell, as well as a third passenger, 16-year-old Frank Warmold, suffered fatal injuries and died days later. The driver of the other car and her 2 young stepchildren were also seriously injured. Edward Spencer survived, and the court heard how after the crash, several videos were retrieved from social media of him showing off whilst driving and travelling with only one hand on the steering wheel. Tilly Seckham was among those who'd previously raised concerns about Spencer's driving. Her mother says she's now burdened by guilt as well as grief.
We put trust in Ed. You know, we spoke to Ed. We thought that he would look after Tilly when he was driving, and he chose not to. And as a parent, we're going to have to live with that decision that we made. And that's hard. That's very hard.
Edward Spencer was today sentenced to 2 years in youth detention. The judge said he would have received a much longer term had he been an adult at the time of the crash. He added, though, that no sentence could begin to make up for the lives lost and ruined by a completely avoidable event.